How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ace. Today we are checking out Heart's cover of Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin. So as I understand it, this was a tribute for Led Zeppelin, and it was like a presentation for them. I don't know the specifics or anything on that, but as I understand it, a couple of bands went up and did different Led Zeppelin songs, and as I understand it, John Bonham's son plays drums in this one. Jason Bonham, he plays drums for Heart in this presentation. So it's, you know, it's like a double honor kind of thing, you know. I vaguely kind of remember maybe seeing at least part of this like a long time ago, but it's been so long. I don't really remember it. So I'm gonna pretty much pretend this is like the first time I've ever seen it. Plus, I've been learning a little bit about Heart, you know, over the last couple months. So even if it's something that I might remember going into this, I'm going in with like more updated information and everything. So I think that works to my benefit. And as I understand it, Ann Wilson is the vocalist and Nancy Wilson is the guitarist. And I remember that now. So, but before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe. It's cool. It's free. Tells me I'm doing the right thing, going in the right direction, all those good things. Don't forget to check the description of the video as well. There's a lot of cool things in there. All my socials are in there. You can go over there and say hi. Hello. If you're interested in supporting the channel and getting a priority request in, you can check out the Buy Me a Coffee link. The link to the video we're reacting to is also in there. And without further ado, Heart, Stairway to Heaven. Here we go.
There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to hell. When she gets there, she knows if the stores are all closed, with a word she can get what she came for. She's buying a stairway to hell. There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure, 'cause you know sometimes words have two meanings. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiven. Ooh, makes me wonder. Ooh, makes me wonder. There's a feeling I get when I look to the west, and my spirit is crying for leaving. In my thoughts I've seen rings of smoke through the trees, and the voices of those who stand looking.
I don't know. There's something about her voice that's just so angelic, and it just kind of hit when she did that little portion going into this, and it's just wow. I'm kind of speechless. Like, there's a lot happening during this performance already, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be more going into it during the more intense portions of the song, you know, closer to the end and everything, especially where the solos are. And so like we have what, like 3-4 guitarists like in the background. There's a double neck guitar. We have like a small portion of an orchestra. We have like, you know, multiple violins back there. We have a choir coming in. We have Jason Bonham on drums. And then of course we have Ann and Nancy Wilson, you know, singing and playing guitar, you know, up front and center. And it's just, it's so spectacular seeing all of this. It's like they're putting like their own spin on the song as well. And I think it's spectacular. And I think Heart was like the right band, the right group to perform this song. It's so good. As I understand it, there's other celebrities in the audience as well. Obviously, you have the surviving members of Led Zeppelin. You have Robert Plant, you have Jimmy Page, you have John Paul Jones. I saw Barack and Michelle Obama in there. So I think this was around the time that Obama was president. I'm not for sure, but I think. And I have to assume there's other celebrities in there. Like they kind of panned to the audience a little bit. So I didn't really get any like concrete faces or anything. It must have been awesome to see this like whole performance live, just like all the bands and everything. I have to imagine it would have been so cool. But yeah, I'm liking this. I'm ready to get back to it. So here we go.
If there's a bustle in your hedgerow, don't be alarmed now. It's just a sprinkling for the May Queen. Yes, there are two paths you can go by, but in the long run, there's still time to change the road you're on. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. and she's buying a stairway to heaven.
I mean, that was spectacular. As I understand it, Robert Plant like is not really that much of a fan of this song anymore. Like it meant something completely different to him when they released Zeppelin 4, when they released Stairway to Heaven back in 1971. Like I feel like watching this performance and seeing him like seeing the facial expressions that he had during this performance, like he was laughing, he was smiling. There was one point where it looked like there was a tear like forming in his eye. Like I feel like he might have been getting emotional for it. And I think it might be because this like rendition of Stairway to Heaven was so like spectacular. Like you had like two sets of choirs happening, like it made it sound super angelic. You had strings, you had brass, you had all these like components to have like this orchestra for this, and it's kind of unreal to like see a version like this. I don't know who came up with the idea for this, but like, kudos to them. And like Anne was like, she was vibing on like just like when the solos were happening and everything. It was awesome to see. Nancy was too while she was playing, which was awesome. But yeah, I think they did a spectacular job. I don't know who all the other musicians are, if they're like big name musicians or anything like that, because like the guitarist doing the solo for this song, I don't know if that was like a famous musician or not. I don't recognize the face. So and one other thing, Jason Bonham, like he was like bowing his head. Like I don't know if he was feeling like emotional during this too, or if he was just like bowing his head in respect. But I mean, he also did like give props to the band like at the end, and Anne and Nancy both did it as well. Like that was awesome. Like it was just kind of like a sign of respect, right? If there's any information y'all have about this performance or this song or any of the bands that are here or anything like that, or this whole ceremony, if you have any information, definitely drop it in the comments below. I would love to learn about that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's cool. It's free. It tells me I'm doing the right thing, going in the right direction, all those good things. Don't forget to check the description of the video as well. There's a lot of cool things in there. All my socials are in there. You can go over there and say hi. Hello. The release schedule, I always drop a couple of days early on the socials, so if you want a sneak peek as to what's coming out the following week, that's the best way to do that. If you are interested in supporting the channel and getting a priority request in, you can check out the Buy Me a Coffee link. The link to the video we reacted to is also in there, and I think that is it for this reaction. I'll check you on the next one. Bye, guys.